Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we explore the most captivating stories from around the world. Today, we're journeying to West Africa, to the land of Ashanti, to meet one of the most famous characters in all of folklore, Anansi the spider. Now, Anansi is known for being clever, sometimes a little too clever for his own good. This is the story of how he learned a lesson that would change the world forever. It's the tale of Anansi and the pot of wisdom. Long, long ago, in a time when the world was new, all the wisdom in the world wasn't spread out like it is today. No, it was all collected in one single, beautiful clay pot. And the sky god Niame was its keeper. Anansi, who was already the cleverest of all the animals, looked around and thought, "I'm smart. But imagine if I had all the wisdom. I'd be the most important creature in the world." So, with this ambitious plan in his heart, Anansi spun a long, strong thread and climbed all the way up to the sky to visit Niame. "Oh, great Niame," Anansi said with his most charming voice, "I see that you hold all the world's wisdom. It must be such a burden. Allow me to buy it from you. I will take good care of it." Niame looked down at the small spider and was amused by his boldness. "Very well, Anansi," Niame declared, "but the price is high. You must bring me Onini the python, Osibo the leopard, the Maboro hornets, and Mwasha the invisible fairy." Niame thought this was an impossible task. A tiny spider against a giant python, a fierce leopard, a swarm of angry hornets, and an invisible fairy. Impossible. But Anansi just bowed and said, "I will be back." He scurried back down to earth, his mind already buzzing with clever schemes. First, he went looking for Anin the python. He found him stretched out, boasting about his incredible length. Anansi approached, looking very concerned. "Oh, Onini," he said, "my wife and I were just arguing. I said you were longer than this palm branch, but she said you were shorter. Could you please just lie next to it so I can prove her wrong?" The proud python agreed immediately, but as soon as Onin was stretched out straight, Anansi quickly tied him to the branch with strong creepers. "You fell right into my trap." Anansi cackled, and he carried the python up to Night. One down, 3 to go. Next, Anansi set his sights on Osibo the leopard. He dug a deep pit in the leopard's favorite path and covered it with branches and leaves. That night, thump. The leopard fell right in. The next morning, Anansi came by and peered down. "Oh, mighty Osibo, how did you get down there?" "Let me help you." Anansi offered to tie 2 springy trees down so the leopard could grab them and be catapulted out. The desperate leopard agreed. But once Osibo was tied to the bent trees, Anansi cut the ropes, holding them down. Fling. The leopard was helplessly tangled high in the air. Anansi had captured his second prize. Next were the Maboro hornets. This required a different kind of trick. Anansi took a large calabash gourd and a banana leaf. He found the hornet's nest and sprinkled some water on it, holding the banana leaf over his head. "Oh dear, hornets," He cried out, "A terrible rain is coming. Your nest will be ruined. Quick, fly into my dry gourd for safety." The hornets, feeling the drops of water and hearing Anansi's urgent cries, buzzed gratefully into the gourd. As soon as they were all inside, Anansi plugged the opening. "Got you," he shouted with glee. He had captured the entire swarm. Finally, there was Moasha, the invisible fairy. Anansi knew she loved yams. So he carved a little wooden doll and covered it in sticky gum from a rubber tree. He placed a bowl of mashed yams in front of the doll and hid nearby. Soon the invisible fairy came along. Yams," she said. "Little doll, may I have some?" The doll, of course, didn't answer. "How rude. I'll teach you some manners." The fairy slapped the doll with her right hand. It stuck fast. "Let me go," she shouted, and hit it with her left hand. It also stuck. She kicked it with both feet and butted it with her head until she was completely stuck to the sticky doll. Anansi emerged from his hiding place, laughing. He had completed Niam's impossible tasks. With the python, the leopard, the hornets, and the fairy, Anansi climbed back up to the sky. Niam was astonished. He had underestimated the spider's cunning. True to his word, he handed over the clay pot to Anansi. He said, "You have earned it. All the wisdom in the world is now yours." Anansi was overjoyed. He carefully took the pot and scurried back down to earth. His plan was simple. He would hide the pot at the top of the tallest, thorniest silk cotton tree, where no one but him could ever reach it. He decided to tie the heavy pot to the front of his belly and began to climb. But it was incredibly awkward. The pot kept bumping against the tree trunk, knocking into his knees and getting in his way. He struggled, slipped, and slid back down again and again. He huffed and puffed, growing more and more frustrated. Watching him from the base of the tree was his youngest son, Netikuma. He had been observing his father's strange struggle for a while. Finally, he couldn't hold it in any longer. "Father," he called out timidly, "wouldn't it be much easier if you tied the pot to your back instead of your front? Then you could climb freely." Anansi stopped. He looked at the pot on his front, then thought about his son's words. Of course, it was so simple, so logical, so wise. And he, the owner of all the wisdom in the world, hadn't thought of it. A small boy had in that moment. A wave of fury and embarrassment washed over Anansi. "Here I am with all the world's wisdom," he screamed, "and my own son is still wiser than me. What is the point of having it all to myself if it doesn't make me the wisest one here?" In his rage, Anansi untied the pot and threw it down at the base of the tree. Smash. The beautiful clay pot shattered into 1,000 pieces. And all the wisdom inside, all the stories, all the knowledge, all the skills, and all the common sense flew out. The wind caught it and scattered it to the four corners of the world. It flew into every village, every home, and every mind. And that is why, to this day, no single person holds all the wisdom in the world. A little bit of it is in me, and a little bit of it is in you. It's in the young and the old, the big and the small. Wisdom belongs to everyone, and sometimes the most profound truths can come from the most unexpected places. Anansi learned the hard way that wisdom is not something to be hoarded, but something to be shared. What an incredible story, right? It teaches us so much about humility and the value of community. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into West African folklore. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more like it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay curious.